We are now ready to take a deeper dive into sleep. And sleep is one of the most important things you can do to rejuvenate your nervous system and your adrenal glands. And so I want to dive deeper and help you to understand why your sleep can be off. So there's a few major reasons that this happens. One is something called your cortisol rhythm. So your cortisol is an adrenal hormone that makes you feel awake, right? And it's supposed to be high when you wake up in the morning, so you have a lot of nice energy. And then it goes down as the day progresses. And then at night, it is nice and low so that you don't get that message you're supposed to be awake. Well, a lot of times in menopause, that cortisol rhythm gets thrown off because remember, your adrenal glands are being worked harder than ever. And so what happens is you get a second rise in the night that's not supposed to be there. So you kind of ping awake and you think, okay, I'm ready to go. And it's only 2 o'clock. No, I have to sleep. And when that goes on night after night, it's really, really rough on your body. So I'm going to help you to know how to improve that cortisol rhythm. The second is when a person gets stuck in what I call go, go, go mode, and your heart rate variability shows that. If your body, when you're laying down and trying to relax, or when you're doing the deep breathing and helping your body to relax, if you're still showing, the smaller curves, the lower lines on the heart rate variability, then that means you're still trying to go when you're asleep. And that is no good. You're not going to sleep that way. The next is the gradual decline of a hormone called melatonin that you've heard of, I'm sure. As we age, that hormone naturally declines. And so that can interfere with your sleep. And then finally, in Chinese medicine, they have a clock that relates to the different organs and systems in the body. If you're always waking up sometime between 12:30 and 1:30, you pop awake, you toss, you turn for a couple of hours, and then finally you drift back to sleep at 3 or 3:30. That's a very common problem in menopause. That is the liver time in the Chinese clock. And you may know some things about your liver. It filters toxins out of your body. You might also know that it helps with your metabolism. But do you know that your liver is important in your hormone metabolism? And so if you're waking up at that ballpark of 1 to 3 a.m. on a consistent basis, then that could be your liver time. And then you guys, you can have multiple of these going wrong at the same time. You're not limited to any one. So what I want to do is give you some recommendations to start resetting your circadian rhythm, which is the wake-sleep rhythm. And it is very closely associated with your cortisol rhythm. So all these rhythms of your body, we're pretty amazing when you look at it and learn about it. These rhythms coordinate with each other. You may know that women commonly menstruate in the full moon. You know that women in the same dorm room or in the same household, their periods can sync with each other. Our bodies love these rhythms. And so your cortisol rhythm and the circadian rhythm, which is your sleep-wake rhythm, those are very, very closely aligned. So the cure for that is go outside in the morning hours, sometime in the earlier morning hours. Say before 10 is perfect. And then all you have to do is be out there for about 10 minutes. That sunshine hitting you is a nice signal to your body that, okay, it's rhythm time to be awake. And then at night, I recommend at about 8 o'clock that you put on blue light blocking glasses. You may have seen these before. They're super easy to find online. I wear progressive bifocals. So for me, it was not the most attractive thing, but definitely the most cost effective, just to buy ones that'll fit right over my regular glasses. And what that does is cut out that blue light from a television or a computer. And so it signals your circadian rhythm that it is actually evening and it's okay and time to wind down. So sun in the morning, blue light glasses, 8 p.m. and later. Some other things that you can do to help with that would be getting rid of the electronics about an hour before bedtime. So, and when I say electronics, TV's not as bad, but it does have some effect. But scrolling on your phone, working on your laptop, those kinds of things, cut that out an hour before. And just the electromagnetics that are so close to your body will leave, and your body can help, get the idea, hey, it's about bedtime. Remember if you have kids, when your kids are little, there's a nighttime routine that you go through. And if you do that routine, then they go to sleep easier. You take a bath, you might sing a song, you say your prayers, you read a little story, and then, So set your own routines. Part of it is the blue light blocking and getting rid of the EMFs, but maybe read something that's, calming and inspirational. Don't read Edgar Allan Poe, before bed, but pick something and start making yourself a nice routine, a little cup of chamomile tea, those kinds of things. Okay, now, so that's the cortisol fix. Then for the go mode fix, deep breathing is super, super helpful to get your body to switch gears and relax. So if you will just, when you lie in bed, just start taking some deep, slow breaths, let your body relax more, that is very helpful. Another thing I'd like to talk to you about is something called earthing. You may or may not have heard that term, but earthing is the concept of taking the excess agitated energy from your nerves and letting Mother Earth dissipate it. This is what happens when you walk barefoot on the beach. You can, on purpose, buy earthing products to, they make sheets that go on your bed, things like that. But I find sleeping on an earthing sheet is also a great way to kind of get the body out of go mode. So that's another option for you. A lot of people have good results with CBD oil. So you can try that. I definitely recommend going organic, and that helps the nerves relax and kind of take you out of that go mode, so to speak. And then just balancing your cortisol, like we talked about a moment ago, that also does the trick. Now, melatonin is our next. So with melatonin, first of all, the dark room we talked about last time, that helps with your own melatonin production. But you can also take melatonin. It's completely safe to do that. It does not interfere with any medications that you may be taking. Start with 1 milligram. And it sounds so tiny, but for a lot of people, that's all it takes. If you gradually work yourself up 1 milligram at a time and you get to 3 milligrams and you're still not sleeping better, then melatonin was not the problem. It's one of these other issues that's bothering you. You should get adequate sleep on, 3 milligrams or even 1 milligram. You just have to play with it. And then finally, for your liver, instructions on how to do something called a castor oil pack. And that is a very, very simplistic way to calm inflammation in the liver and slowly start to pull some of the toxins out. It's completely harmless. Again, even if you're on medications, this is something that you can do. It's not going to hurt anything. And over time, it will really help to, calm that liver down.